He's very funny. He's a good friend of mine, originally from Australia, now makes his home here in Vancouver. And I'm sure you guys will get along with me. He's super hilarious. So please welcome to the stage the very funny Mr. James Master!
Hello guys, how you doing? Good? Alright, you guys are a good audience. It's because like, when you're a comedian, like not every show's like a nice time, you know? Like, I was recently part of this variety show where my set was sandwiched between two death metal bands. And people aren't really in the mood to laugh after death metal. That's what I learned. It's kind of a weird juxtaposition, you know? It's kind of like having a blooper reel at the end of Schindler's List. So I appreciate it, is what I'm trying to say. Look at that. So I'm single, guys like Ivan, we're both single, and that's fine for me, like, because my last relationship was like a shitty relationship, you know? we were a shit couple, you know what I'm talking about? Like, one of those couples that just walks around being all shitty, you know, arguing about nothing. Yeah, we're one of those. And we had this big argument right before we broke up. And I tried to smooth things over with her by buying her a vibrator. I thought it was a nice gesture, okay? She didn't think so at all. She just made this huge deal of the fact that I bought it secondhand. That's very much how she reacted, actually. She's like, gross, James. That's fucking gross. That's been in someone else's vagina. I was like, yeah, well, fucking, so have I. She's a super weird bitch. So yeah, but we would argue about all sorts of shit. This is one of the things that we would argue about. Like, I am a 29-year-old man, right? But in my heart, I'm still like a horny teenager. So like on my laptop picture thing, I would always have like a sexy chick in a bikini, right? And she'd never mind if it was like Megan Fox or someone famous, but she'd get all weird if it was her friend Anita. Which is like, that's like a double standard to me. So I was like, what's the difference? It's just a couple of sexy babes, who cares, right? She's like, well, the difference is, James, I'm not intimidated by Megan Fox, because I know there's no way in a million years you could actually sleep with her, right? I was like, well, that's kind of a bullshit point, because I spoke to Anita, and apparently there's no way in a million years I can. So yeah, she was way off the mark on that one. I won that argument. So yeah, I think Ivan mentioned I'm not from here, I'm from Australia. And I do find that the attitude to Australians does change a lot when I cross the border into Canada. For some reason, Americans are very excited when they find out I'm from Australia. They're like, oh my god, you're Australian? That's awesome! G'day, mate! Am I saying that right? Let's have sex! They love it! They love it! In Canada, they're more like, oh my god, you're Australian? I hope you die on the way to Whistler, you piece of shit. I'm not as pumped, right? It's not quite as pumped. That's fine. I will say this about Canadians. You guys are a bunch of accent retards. You can identify an accent, right? But you can't tell what the accent is, right? Like, this is a conversation I had recently. This guy comes to me and said, "Oh, you've got an accent. Are you from England?" And I said, no. And he goes, Scotland. I said, no. And he goes, South Africa. No. And he goes, where are you from? I said, I'm from Australia, actually. He goes, ah. That was actually my first guess. I just didn't want to offend you. Yeah, so it's kind of, being a comedian is kind of good. Sometimes you don't even need to write jokes, just write down things arseholes say. I'm from this town in Australia called Perth, right? It's, it's probably best known as, it's not a well-known city, it's probably best known as Heath Ledger's hometown, remember that, right? And yeah, we've done something that a lot of cities around the world have done. We put up like a statue to commemorate a famous movie or actor from that place. Like if you go to Philadelphia, you see they got like a Rocky statue outside the library going, to remind us all of the Rocky films, right? Or if you go to New York, you'll see they got the Statue of Liberty there to remind us all of the last scene from Ghostbusters 2. Or if you go to Perth, you'll see we put up a statue to commemorate the late, great Heath Ledger. But it hasn't been very popular because it's wearing that stupid Joker makeup. Yeah. And it's also blowing Jake Gyllenhaal. You guys get that, right? Like, that's a joke. There's no statue. Technically, it's a fountain. So. Yeah, so I've lived here a while now, a couple of years, and when I first got to this city, I didn't really know shit. Like, I didn't know, for example, that you guys call your train system the Sky Train, right? So I asked for directions to the nearest subway, and I got directed to a fucking sandwich shop. And if this is true, and it genuinely fucked up my night, too. I missed the last Sky Train, right? I had a sandwich, but it was shit. Subway for that, yeah? You can't name a fucking sandwich shop after an essential public service. So to get back, I'm going to start my own sandwich shop, and I'm going to call it, like, The Hospital, or something like that. And I'll have weird sandwich names to further confuse the situation, yeah? Just have people, like, stumbling in with a gunshot wound, like, I need a doctor! We're like, did you want that toasted? It's going to be very funny. You wouldn't know this to look at me, but I, up till quite recently, had a wicked mustache. I had to get rid of it because I wasn't getting laid. Girls don't like that very much. Guys say they like it, or they'll give you respect or whatever, but I think they're just excited because they know it takes me out of the running. Sweet mustache, man. You should keep that forever. But my ex-girlfriend, the one from before, she hated it so much. Like, every day she was on my tits trying to get me to shave it off, you know? Just every day. James, get rid of the mustache. You look like an idiot. Stop cheating on me. All this shit from her, right? And finally, like, one day I just snapped. I was like, look, you should actually be happy, okay? Because this mustache is proof that I can make a long-term commitment to something, even if it looks fucking horrible. She was quite fat. Right. So, I'll disclose this, guys. This is something I did quite recently. Give us a round of applause if you've ever done this. I donated my own blood. You guys done that before? Yeah? Good. So you did it, yeah, and it's like not as easy as I thought it would be. Like, you don't just go in there and start bleeding for them, right? You gotta fill out a form, right, to make sure your blood's good enough or whatever, right? And one of the questions I had, aimed at men, said, "Are you gay? Or have you had sex with any men that may have been gay?" Yeah, I didn't fuck this one guy, but I'm pretty sure he was straight.